Major moves are imminent for this Miami Heat team as Pat Riley has spoken in the postseason press conference, revealing the truth of what this offseason may look like for this Miami Heat organization. Welcome back to Heat Digest. I'm Houston, and we're going to be breaking down all of that on this episode. But first, before we get to the news and information, please do remember to subscribe to the channel, as nearly 80% of you guys watching this video are not currently subscribed. Now let's get to it and break down how he has spoken. It feels like it never happens, but when it does, it is bombshell after bombshell after bombshell when Pat Riley decides to speak. And now, again, we saw this last year in the postseason press conference where Riley comes out and he speaks, again, for the first time, what it feels like in an entire season, and he drops just massive quote after massive quote on how this offseason is really going to look for this Miami Heat organization as he looks at it now. Now, it was presented on the YouTube channel by this Miami Heat organization. And again, it was the 2024-2025 season Pat Riley press conference. And again, it happened today on May 9th. Now, we're going to cite Heat Nation on Twitter, Heat vs. Haters on Twitter, for all of the quotes because they just put it in a very easy format to see visually and understand the quotes from Pat Riley. Now, there are a lot of them. We're only going to focus on a few in this video, but again, look for the following videos on this channel. We'll be breaking down the rest of the major quotes from Pat Riley, as, again, everything he said was bombshell worthy. We're going to start on this, and this is probably the biggest thing out of the 35-minute press conference that he had. And again, shout out to Heat vs. Haters on Twitter, Heat Nation. Pat Riley on the Heat. Quote, "No major changes needed." Well, I think we do have to make changes. If you don't win, you have to go back, or you have to go about making changes to make sure you can win. And that is the end of the quote from Pat Riley. And that's not where it ended, as the Miami Heat Twitter account itself went on to post this. And again, it's that quote with a bit more of elaboration on the end of it. Again, I think we have to do, this is a quote from Pat Riley, I think we have to make changes. There's no doubt. There has to be some changes if you don't win. You have to go ahead making changes to make sure you can win. We're going to work really hard to find something to help this team. And I apologize, it is very small on my screen. I had to lean in and I hesitated because I simply can't read it with the font coloring and how large the font actually is. But again, the idea is the same. Pat Riley has come out and said that there could be major changes going on between this Miami Heat organization, and he's not going to be one of them. Obviously, that was a major piece of the conversation in the last week, how Stephen A. Smith called out Pat Riley and how he doesn't think he's the guy going forward for this Miami Heat organization to go out and get these big-name players to come down to Miami. And it seems like, based off this answer as well as the rest of the answers Pat Riley gave, he's not going anywhere. And again, same source, Pat Riley, quote, "Do I have any cognitive problem here? I just turned 80, and I'm proud of it. The new 80 is the new 60." And that is the quote from Pat Riley, confirming that he is all there mentally, and he's going to be a part of this Miami Heat front office for the foreseeable future. And he's not going anywhere due to people thinking he's not adequate enough, he's not mentally stable enough, he's getting older, he's too old at this point to cognitively be there day after day and make these substantial moves for such a big organization. He shut that down with this quote. And he went on to elaborate how he initially said, "I don't think we have to make any changes," and then quickly realized, well, we didn't get past the first round of the playoff. We're definitely making some changes this year. And he went on to bring up two specific players. He said Pat Riley on Tyler Herro, quote, "I hope he can stay here for the rest of his career." Again, Pat Riley discussing Tyler Herro and the tenure he has had in Miami up to this point. Seems like Riley is happy with Tyler Herro and the progression he has seen from him throughout this point of his career. And I'm assuming the other piece because he went on to say that there's two specific pieces that won't be moving and he'd like to build around. I'm assuming one of them is obviously Tyler Herro based off of this quote, and the second would then be Bam Adebayo, who's the player who's been taken care of for the longest tenure for this Miami organization, as he got paid last offseason, as again, he could have waited. If he did win the DPOY or the MVP, he would have then been eligible for the Supermax contract. He decided to take half of that and get taken care of, which he did last offseason. He will be a part of this Miami Heat organization until the earliest of 2027-2028 season, where he can opt out with a player option in 2028-2029. But again, it seems like Bam Adebayo will be a Heat lifer with this Miami Heat organization, which is great, alongside Tyler Hero, who was obviously taken care of until the end of 2026, 2027, apart with this Miami Heat team. And it looks like, based off the quotes from Pat Riley, if there is no crazy regression coming from Tyler Hero in the following 2 years, he is going to be a part of this Miami Heat organization for years after that. So what is this Heat team really going to look like? Well, players like Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Kyle Anderson, Kevin Love, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, Alec Burks, Pella Larson safe, Josh Christopher, Drew Smith, and Isaiah Stevens are most likely all going to either be off this team or very much available this offseason. It seems like Pat Riley is hell-bent on maintaining Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. I feel like players like De'Vion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, possibly, he may maintain a lot of trade value, so he could be a player on the trade market this offseason for this Miami Heat team. But I would expect this roster to look drastically different next season when the season officially starts after this long offseason. And it could be very good, it could be very bad. It's going to be a long game. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But as of right now, based off of this press conference that took place today on May 9th, coming from and getting quotes from Pat Riley, he is, one, not going anywhere. Two, it seems like this whole team is going to look different, whether it is via the free agency market, via the trade market this off season, which should be very exciting for all of Heat Nation because, again, a lot of the conversations all season long going into the start of the regular season were, why did the Miami Heat get nobody? They went out and they did great in the draft. Even post-draft and the undrafted guys they brought in did a fantastic job. But outside of that, the only new acquisition was Alec Burks, who played little to no substantial minutes this entire season. Then obviously Jimmy departs. There's no major trades at the deadline outside of moving Jimmy Butler to Golden State, where they're flourishing. They're currently in the second round of the playoffs, down 0-2, they're up. Are they up 2-1 or it's tied 1-1? I'm sorry, I'm not exactly 100% accurate on that. But the idea is the same. No crazy acquisitions for this Miami Heat organization due to really running it all back. Pat Riley viewed it as announced it as, quote, run it back. And he said that's not something they will be doing this offseason and next season, which is great. I think the Heat Nation should be very fired up about this. They should be willing and wanting to see what Pat Riley is going to do, as this could be like the last hoorah at a great opportunity with the draft compensation they have, with the young players they have, and the two-star players in Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, to go out there and make a major splash and build a very competent and able team to make a push in the Eastern Conference next year. Let me know down below what you guys think this offseason is going to entail for this Miami Heat team. As who would you like to see moved? Who are the untouchables? We'll start with that. As again, there are going to be less of those than there are of players that you would rather see traded. So let me know down in the comments at least one, if not all, of the untouchables on this Miami Heat team if you were Pat Riley. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.